I hate to be the one to break it to you, but nostalgia's overrated, y'all. One of the best feelings that a person can have is when they're hit with a classic wave of nostalgia. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Going back 10 years in time to that one TV show or that breakfast cereal or whatever it was, it gave you that lost sense of joy and happiness and security. It's quite a good feeling to come back to. I can't hold y'all. Nostalgia can come in many forms. If you're 50 plus, you probably grew up in the 80s, and nostalgia for you could be walking down the street with your Walkman cassette in your hand. And for my young niggas, that's what they version of an iPod was back in the day. You walking down the street with your Walkman, you playing that new Michael Jackson tape. You know, it's 1987. Bad just dropped. That's really his best one in my opinion. You walking down the street with a Walkman, you on the way to the store to get a new Playboy because you had to pay to beat your meat back in the day, which is fucking insane when you really think about it. Or if you're a 2000s baby like myself, then you grew up on some classics such as shows like That's So Raven, Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and on Deck. Both of them was heat. You had cartoons like Ben 10, Teen Titans, K&D, SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron. Musically, shit was going crazy. Lil Wayne was at his peak. Oh, 8 Carter 3, who you telling? Soulja Boy was going stupid. You want to switch genres? Linkin Park. I found out about My Chemical Romance. That was going stupid. And even on, if you was really tapped in, you was on YouTube back in the day. All the OGs, you remember Niga Higa, Smosh, fuck Shane Dawson, not him, but he was big. I can't even lie at the time. He was all over the website. But even after naming all these OGs, all these classics that a lot of people love, what if I were to tell you that nostalgia is still not all it's cracked up to be? Let me ask y'all a question real quick. Have y'all ever gone back to the TV shows or the movies that you grew up loving to watch but you haven't seen in some time? I'm telling you, if you care for those memories and how you feel about them shows, do not do that. Y'all remember back in 2020 when Disney Plus just came out and everybody was hyped to see all the old classics come back? We talking about the That's So Ravens of the world, the Lizzie McGuires of the world. Y'all niggas don't even know about Lizzie McGuire. The Phineas and Ferbs of the world. I was intrigued, you know, Disney was my shit growing up, so of course I had to cop the membership. I went on, scroll through the menu, scroll through the program, clicked on classic Hannah Montana season 2, because if you're a real Hannah Montana fan, you know that season 1 through 3 was its peak. Season 4, it was cool, kind of fell off, but I digress. And I proceed to watch the episode, and shit is just not hitting the same. I don't know what it is. The jokes are flat, the acting is subpar. God forbid they got a singing or a dancing scene in it. That shit gonna be... It's a good laugh, I'll give you that, nothing else. It's a good laugh, bro. But as kids, we was eating this shit up. We was soaking it all up. We wanted to be on these shows. I actually went to a Disney audition one time. I might say that for a separate story time, but you know, let me know. But bro, like, this is the shit that we look up to, and about 10, 12 years later, looking back, it's like, this is the product it was putting out. Like, y'all remember the show Shake It Up? Where the whole premise of the show is that they're on a dance program, so you have to be like elite at dancing, or like at least really good. And I'm not here to say they bad, because my ass, you know, I can hit a little, you know, I'm saying a little moonwalk.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
I can, a little bit, but I ain't the best fucking dancer in the world, you know what I'm saying? But this was like, let me show y'all.
I can't do that.
And number 2 on why I think that nostalgia is overrated is that it's kind of sad at the end of the day. Like, you know, yes, it's good once in a while to go back and reminisce, but when all you're doing is going back on the past and reminiscing and like,
I remember when it was like that.
or
I miss how things used to be back in the day.
and it's, don't get me wrong, y'all, it's valid to feel like that, but when it's the only thing on your mind, you just thinking about how it was and not how it's gonna be in the future, then that's a problem to me, at least. That's a big problem. It's sad, like, and I know this may sound corny, this phrase sound cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. Most cliche shit is true, but let me get in my white mom inspirational bag.
Don't be sad that it's over, but be glad that it happened.
And I hate saying cliche shit like that, but it's true, bro. At the end of the day, it's a fact. Like, bro, you can't dwell on the shit. It's done. It's over. You can be thankful for it, but you gotta, you know, move on, bro. No shit. Life moves on. People keep moving forward. And an example that I see this the most in is like with music and just entertainment as a whole. I feel like people are trying to keep it stagnant, or it's not stagnant, like go back in time a lot. And I understand that, everything is cyclical, everything will repeat itself, like right now Y2K fashion is back in, what I'm saying, just 2000 aesthetic as a whole. But I feel like we're not using this the right way. We're not using the nostalgia the right way. Instead of using it to influence and evolve and further just art as a whole, we're trying to go back to it how it used to be, because we
missed the music back in the days. I miss real rap when they would pronounce their words and use real lyrics.
Like, nigga, shut up, bro. And there was a tweet I saw the other day that really encapsulated how I feel about it. Here, let me read it to y'all. There are kids today who will grow up with absolutely no new culture because of this mindset. 80s and 90s kids are so obsessed with the idealization of their childhoods that in their endless quest to recapture their youth, they unintentionally made sure no generation after them would have their own childhood. I don't know, it's just crazy to think about it, that like, it's ironic a little bit too, because we're in 2023. There's so much new technological innovation. There's so much new shit being discovered, but in terms of this scope right here, it just feels like shit's stagnant or moving backwards. I don't know, man. I just feel like nostalgia's not all it's cracked up to be. Like, we need to create the new nostalgia. But the shit, when we're actually like 30, 40 years down the line, we can be like, oh shit, that was a good fucking time. You feel me? Hey, that's just my sentiments. I could be wrong.